Hi people, um, welcome to my YouTube channel. I have dedicated a course for subqueries. I know in recent videos I've talked about subqueries and use these subqueries to perform some analytical queries, but I haven't dedicated a video to subqueries, so I finally need to dedicate a video to subqueries so that you understand the need for subqueries and why this is important. So subqueries is basically writing a query inside another query, right? Take for example, you are a data analyst and you're performing some little data segmentation, and you actually need these subqueries to be able to segment data, right? From themselves. So subqueries is basically just writing a query inside another query. So I have written or created two tables to illustrate what a subqueries mean and how you can use these subqueries to answer some key analytical question, right? For businesses, for for your team, right? So the first table I did was the customer table, which is this showing basically the customer ID, the first name, the last name, email, gender, and country of the customer, right? So we have 8 customers in this table just for demo, and also created another table for sales. So the sales table we have here, we have just 5 customers who have actually converted or who have actually made purchase in this particular organization. So your bosses, your team lead reach out to you, and then they want to know customers who signed up, right? Which is on customer table, which is signed up and have actually made purchase, right? So for you to be able to answer this query, right, you need to get the data clarity or definition, or you need to understand what the problem statement is. Then you need to get more understanding on what data is talking about. Now for sales table, you'll see here that we have payment status. Payment status here is talking about we have two constraints, which is it can either be paid or unpaid, right? So for payment status here, we have it that it can either be paid or it can be unpaid. Now at this point, we can begin to understand that the unpaid status actually has not contributed to the organization revenue, whereas the paid status have actually contributed. So every customer that we find on sales have actually been converted, right? They have been converted already. So the fact that we have unpaid here doesn't mean that they have not converted. So for the fact that those customer ID appears on sales, I mean this customer actually has made purchase to our products, right? So let's just write a simple query to answer a very simple analytical question. So the first thing you want to know is that you want to know those customers who have actually signed up, which is present in the customers table and are also present in sales table, right? Now, if you notice that on the sales table, we just collected information about customer IDs and nothing more. So for our subqueries, we'll go ahead and say select. Let's say we select let's say ID, first name, last name, and then let's go country. Yeah, so in most cases I like to put everything like this. In most cases there are times that you want to add aliases, right? Like you can want to say as customer ID, right? Just the way you want this to appear on the table, and then you probably want to have every first word as capital letter, and then last name as country. Okay, so and from customers table. So if you run this code like this, you'll be having this output. So it just tells us customer ID, first name, last name, country. These are the aliases I've given to that initial column name, right? So these are the entire customers from customers table, right? Now we want to perform a subquery to tell us that this customer have actually made purchase or whether they have not made purchase. So we want to get those customers that are present in sign up table, which is a customer table, and have actually made purchase. So to do that, we come down here and say where, right? So where ID in, then we write our select inside the in statement, right? Select customer ID from sales. So once we run this, we have this information. So you can see that initially from the sales table, we just have the customer ID, the amount they paid, and we also have payment status. Yeah. So when we write this code, we get to find this and get this as our output, right? So you can add something here. Sorry, this won't be outputted because it's not been selected at the. So when it comes to subqueries focus more on the top select. So the top select tells you the output of that query, and that's why you can see that this here we have only one expression can be specified in select list with subquery is not introduced with exists, right? So only one selection we can put here for subqueries, right? So once we run this, we have this value here. So you can go ahead and tell them that, okay, we have 5 customers that have been converted, right? And these 5 customers are Jovita Matthew, James Garner, Mason Greenwood, Davidson Marvin, and Toby Tom. And these customers are from Senegal, Wales, England, Denmark, and United States. So these are customers that have been converted. As of the 8 customers that we have 5 conversion from those customers. So these are customers that have actually signed up and have actually made purchase using our products. And then you can do this segmentation like that for using SQL. Now, another thing you might want to consider again is that you want to bring out those customers who have converted and have actually, right? And have actually, they have converted and have actually paid for their money, right? So you can come here and write the where clause, where payment status is equal to paid. And once you run this, you notice that who was that? I need to know who that customer. Now you notice that a particular customer left and then that is sorry. And that's James Garner, right? That should be James Garner. Yeah. So James Garner is a customer that actually haven't paid for their items. So these are the customers that have actually converted, make purchases and paid for their money. So these are the customers that we can say these ones have actually contributed to the company's revenue. And then another thing you might want to see is that you might want to do a little more segmentation here, like a country not in England, and Senegal. All right. So running this, we have incorrect syntax and okay, sorry. And so let's see. Voila. Okay, now we're country not in England, and Senegal, right? So we got rid of that. Okay, sorry. Like I said, I have this thing for Python, so I always have to repeat this change in form of Python, and that's why we're getting that error. So you see that we actually remove customer. We are not focusing on customer from Senegal. We want to see those that are not from Senegal, and that's why we'll put this not equal to Senegal here. Another thing we might want to do here is that we might want to check those customers who haven't made purchase. Maybe the marketing team wants to know them and they want to reach out to them through emails and try to let them know of the need to use the product to make purchase and stuff like that. So you might want to say ID not in sales, right? Not in, to get those customers. So these customers, sorry, let me get rid of this. Yeah, these customers are not in sales, right? Which is um, Jonathan Fabian from Nigeria, Victoria Simon from Nigeria, and Alan Smith from England. So these customers are the customers that are not here. So we might want to add the customer email address if the marketing team or sales team wants to reach out to them through email, and then we might pull out all of this information and then send to the marketing and say, okay, oh, these customers, Jonathan, Victoria, and Alan, have not made purchase since they signed up with the product. So can you reach out to them and then probably like a reminder and tell them they need to make products with the app. So this is how we can be able to use subqueries to do some little data segmentation. I hope you find this video useful and helpful. Please, if you please like and share this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.